What's up, everybody watching? We are back with yet again another introduction cinematic reaction to a World of Warcraft expansion. This reaction will be for Midnight, the second edition in the trilogy of the World of Warcraft World Soul Saga. Now, we started the World Soul Saga with The War Within, and here we go. The War Within was a game that I was highly hyped to play when it came out. The pre-patch release had me going into World of Warcraft, getting back into it with a full head of steam. And then we got the actual expansion. I tried to play this expansion, I really did. And I keep saying to myself with The War Within, I want to go back and maybe I should have given it more of a chance. But what more of a chance can you give an expansion? I leveled up 2 characters to level 80. The endgame content did not draw me in as much as it usually does for a World of Warcraft expansion. Delves didn't do it for me, and the storyline was just plain old terrible. The dwarves weren't it. You go into this expansion with Xal'atath, and you're stuck with these dwarves for most of it. By the time I got to the Nerubians, I was mostly tired of the expansion. Still sitting here debating if I should go back to it. Probably will give it another try, but at this point I'm wondering if I'm so far behind with progress in the War Within if it's even worth it. Which brings us to Midnight. Midnight is an expansion that Chris Metzen worked heavily on. This is a big draw towards drawing me back into World of Warcraft yet again. And after I watch this trailer, I will take a look and see if it is going to be worth purchasing Midnight and trying yet again to start fresh at the beginning of a new expansion to continue the storyline. For a player like me to be saying this kind of speaks volumes, so I'm hoping that Midnight can rebound what I believe to be a little bit of a decline for World of Warcraft, unless I missed something significant with the end raids of the War Within. I will find out, but for now, I'm going to react to this trailer and see if Midnight is a definite purchase, play on day one kind of thing, or maybe even possibly skip it. I don't know if I'll skip it, but let's take a look at the trailer, react to it, and see where we're going. I'd like to know also how other players are feeling currently about World of Warcraft. I can't be the only one in this situation. The lore is really what draws me in at this point in time. I like to see how the story progresses, and that has been not as good as you would expect for a World of Warcraft game. I'd say since Shadowlands, there has been kind of a decline. Shadowlands shares another similarity with me for the War Within. The opening trailer with Sylvanas was an absolute banger. Sylvanas and Bolvar, I thought this was going to lead to a Lich Queen kind of route, and then we just got the Jailer. So this now marks 2 expansions that I was looking forward to highly that kind of let me down. War Within and Shadowlands. Dragonflight was alright if you want to jump in to play a WoW, but here we are, 3 straight expansions, and WoW hasn't been able to lure a player like me who's been playing this game since the very beginning back in. Will Midnight be able to do that? Let's take a look at this trailer and get an idea if that's even possible. I'm holding out high hopes for this expansion, as I was for War Within and Shadowlands, so I'm crossing my fingers. Let's react and see what they did with this intro cinematic trailer. Start off with the sun, well, it looks like.
I made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light
Liadrin, it has begun. I need you with me on the wall.
Liadrin will always be a Hearthstone character to me.
Orthamar, the void will envelop us soon. Only the light can save us now.
No. The time for prayer has passed.
The sunwell will not fall. Not while I draw breath.
Where are the Blood Elves' glowing eyes? What is with that?
little elves. I can see you grow weary. How much longer can you hold out? Flee and save yourselves.
Liadrin, don't.
Light be with you.
The elves do not want to revisit the Scourge.
She understands it's hopeless. Soon, you all will.
That's what they said about the Scourge.
Illuminates my path.
Now the
light
void.
flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light
This looks
flows
like they
through-
pulled something out of Diablo and threw it into WoW. The light guides my steps. Come on now.
I know that I am unworthy. I don't know if I deserve your help, but I know my people do. Please give them strength.
I admire your spirit, but that will not save you.
I am liking Xalatath and the Void.
Break your world.
You can't even break one elf.
That was a little cringe. You can't even break one elf.
This darkness comes to devour everything. And when it is finished, there will be no more light. Without your aid, we will perish. I beg you, help us. The Sunwell will not fall!
Not while we draw breath.
Oh boy, it seems like we have a lot to unpack here with this Midnight trailer. First of all, what is wrong with the Blood Elves' eyes? Why are they normal, like humans? Blood Elves, since Burning Crusade, have had glowing eyes. Why would you make that type of change? This is coming from a Blood Elves player. I have played Blood Elves since Burning Crusade, and never has there been a cosmetic option to give them normal eyes. Why do that in a trailer? These are the things that draw people into your expansion, and this is something that I noticed right off the bat. I would change it, see if Blizzard decides to listen with that. Now, when it came down to the overall trailer, it kind of felt like a watered-down Battle for Azeroth trailer. That was the vibe I got from the very beginning of it. I mean, to be honest, I'm having a difficult time taking Liadrin seriously, but I guess that's what they're trying to go for here, because then it becomes much clearer as to why they're going to bring back Sylvanas this expansion, because Liadrin isn't going to carry anything. So you're going to need someone like Sylvanas to come back to carry a Quel'Thalas Elf style expansion. I'm pretty sure she's going to be coming back in the High Elves form. That is yet to be seen. Should be interesting, but it's a clear indicator of why she's coming back. I mean, really, how can you take Liadrin seriously over Sylvanas when you have a little bit of Diablo sprinkled in there with the praying to the Sunwell? I mean, I don't know. I've had better reactions to World of Warcraft trailers in the past. This one just didn't draw me in to make me want to play the expansion. Now, the million-dollar question. Will I be playing the expansion? The likelihood is I am probably going to purchase this expansion and play it because, like I said, I am a Blood Elves player. Well, the Lost has always been one of my favorite cities in the game, even though it is a dead zone. Seeing it revamped is something I'm very much looking forward to. Since Burning Crusade, playing against the Void, that has an extremely solid appeal to it too, because we've been hearing about the Void throughout the history of World of Warcraft, so I'm hoping they can put together an epic storyline that we can play against the Void. I don't know if I'm going to be diving into this expansion to the degree of getting to raids or anything like that, but I'm definitely going to give it a try when it comes out to see if this game can lock me back in to playing it more, where I don't just drop the controller and move back over to Overwatch. A lot of WoW expansions have drawn me in, kept me in. Past few haven't done it. I'm really looking for that expansion that can do it. Also, the idea there's an Emperor of Light coming in this expansion is another appeal. There's a lot of good things to look forward to. It's just whether Blizzard can put it into action at this point in time. Let me know if you have high hopes for this expansion. You'll be skipping it. What are your overall thoughts for Midnight? It always seems like they find a way to draw you back in, but when you've invested so much time into a story over the years, you kind of want to see how it plays out. Also, being that the trilogy could possibly be the end of World of Warcraft, I want to see some sort of completion to the story. So making things like raids easier so you can finish and complete the story aspect of the game is something I do like that the developers have done, because I don't have time to invest into a full raiding schedule anymore, along with many other people I know that play this game. We want to go back, we want to enjoy the nostalgia, we want to see how the story progresses. Hopefully this expansion can do that. I've reiterated Chris Metzen working on this, and he has put out some of the absolute best World of Warcraft stories that have ever come out, so you have to give it a try based on that as well. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because housing is not something I care about going into this expansion. I don't know if you do. I'm caring about how the storyline progresses and how we battle Xal'atath and what comes after that. Let me know what your key concerns are in this expansion. Let me know how you're feeling about it as a whole. Let me know if you are a returning WoW player, a current WoW player, or you are diving into Classic. It is important at this point in time to know these kind of things, since we've had 8,256 variations of WoW, and the player base seems a little bit scattered. So you want to get thoughts from all across the community. Everybody, thank you very much for watching this reaction video of World of Warcraft Midnight. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day or night, wherever you are. Later.